and welcome back to more Kirby Star Allies. Last time we finished up Dimension 3, fighting Parallel Meta Knight, and getting a perfect run, first one of this LP. And this time, we are taking on Dimension 4, the last one. 3 more Dream Friends to go, 1 more boss to go of the main levels, and luckily, from the standpoint of at least getting the good ending, we only actually need 13 friend hearts, because we had 87, so we only need 13. Which I'm thankful for, because that means we are guaranteed getting the good ending. And not having to worry too much about missing out on that. So we need Frost. It's Blizzard Cutter. That's the term for it. This is actually really clever. We actually need to really use the charged cutter to our advantage here. It's really fun. But it's also really easy to mess up, is the only downside. So, gotta hit the box there in order to get the friend heart to spawn. It's not gonna drop or anything. This is fun. You have to actually jump over it. At least that's how I usually do this section. There's a puzzle piece in this. By the way, this is the one that took me the most tries, so I'm gonna be saying things in advance, and it's because I know this level too well. Having to do it like 4 or 5 times to get everything. And there you have it. We have Magolor and his Lore Star Cutter. If you're wondering why I'm saying "and the Lore Star Cutter," you're gonna see why. Alright, so Magolor has homing shots. When you hold Y and up, he literally creates a black hole. Keep that in mind for right here. We have to defeat all of the enemies before the key, or before the heart drops down the hole. I'm creating a black hole right here in order to basically destroy that enemy as quickly as possible. Then I'm doing the wrong series of inputs. I'm creating a black hole on Mr. Frosty in order to chip his health away as quickly as possible. Speedrun strats. Sort of. Very slow speedrun strats. And off he goes. And there you go. I had to actually develop a strategy, to be honest, because my first attempt, I lost it. So using the black hole move repeatedly was my strategy I came up with. The switches drop the ceiling on you, which you might be thinking, why would you drop the ceiling on yourself? But you actually do need to do that at some point. So remember I said the Lore Star Cutter? This is why. Magolor in launch can break anything that you need to friend throw through. So if we need to friend throw in a pinch, this is how we do it. I did not mean to actually hit the switch. We have no reason to drop the ceiling. Here we actually need to go a little bit farther ahead. We can see the blocks in view. I got hit in the process. Sent Trans on a ride. Nope, only puzzle pieces I can safely go through. So this puzzle is like weird. A lot of people brute force it, don't. Down Y throws gem apples. I don't know what the actual name is. These were first seen in Kirby, like Team Kirby Clash, where Magolor is like a sales person. Do that. You can actually go through the tunnels and actually break it that way. Don't do that. It's bad. You're not supposed to do it this way at all. But it is possible. Just not recommended in the slightest. Like, actually super don't. Like, do not try, because it takes you a million lives. It's not worth it. How many lives do we have? 21. And there you have it. That's Magolor's section. Now we're on to Taranza, who is actually fun to use when not in combat, to be honest. And this is a non-combat segment, so it's actually pretty fun. So his friend ability is, basically the spider. Friend Bounce. So we actually need to use Friend Bounce to get through this section. I'm standing right above the key, so I drop on the key. So I can quickly dash over. Also, I might die here. Because on multiple runs, I almost died here. Create a web. Grab the key, jump, hold right. And then I usually mash B to prevent falling down the pit. Because for some reason I don't land on the block. I unlock the door, but I don't land on the block. Which is really weird. So, this section you can screw up pretty easily. Don't destroy the block until you check if there's a heart first. That'd be my advice. We're on track, by the way. This is one I actually have to look up a guide for, and we're on track. Getting all the collectibles. Also, don't stand under the blocks. I learned that the hard way. Do not. So we're using... This is just holding Y, by the way. So we have to do this, and then come over here and use down Y... or down F-Y to summon the spirit of Queen Sectonia. Which is... you'd think would be a more powerful attack than it actually is. Then follow the current over. And there you have it. You have a little flower. It's hard to see against the background, but yes, all the little point stars and puzzle pieces and heart made a flower, which is cute. There's nothing in the middle other than the one piece that could be crushed. Also, a really creepy picture of President Haltman looming over Susie. I didn't notice that on my first playthrough. But now we're in control of Susie from Planet Robobot. She is an interesting character to play as. Very good in combat, also. With the right setup, I should specify. Why am I doing this? I already have chili. So we need Blizzard Susie. And we need to actually... because these shots drop, we need to use this right here. The shots drop, so they break the flaming obstacles underneath. Here we actually have to do one to the left to break it, and then we actually need to hit the barrel before it goes into the pit. Because then we'll lose the one friend heart. Again, clever puzzling, clever puzzles, but again, just, I don't know, these are just hard on the eyes, the backgrounds, and the foreground as well. The yellow just doesn't do it for me. So, down and Y summons the armor. I almost said right armor, which would be Mega Man. So we have this little series of quick down Y inputs. Now I'm gonna break out of the armor in order to just fly up. Now we need Bird on here. Because this actually gives us a unique property of the right armor. If you hold Y, you actually and then push B, you actually ascend. Break those two and stop. Because if you hit that last chain, you actually lose this friend heart. So we need to actually be a little careful there. Also, her shots go up now. This is not my preferred weapon of choice, by the way. You'll see that right here. Bye, burn on. I did not want Zap Susie, I wanted Flame Susie, or whatever it's called. Which is just a constant flamethrower stream, so what I'm doing is I'm pushing B to ascend when I need to. She descends automatically. I find this the most satisfying of her abilities to use, because you can just kind of hold B and then tear through everything. Be mindful of the blue switches dropping. There's gonna be one more set here in just a moment. Oh shoot. I wasn't flying. I wasn't flying because I accidentally ran into the enemy. So that was my bad, entirely. Trans is actually really annoying. Because he just really wants to help, and it's like, I just want fire. I don't want electricity at the moment. Yeah, no, don't get hit during this segment, otherwise you will fall. It takes a little bit to turn around, you might notice, which can actually work to your advantage. Because you can kind of back up and then you can kind of fly around without, you know, directly, like, turning. Kind of strafe with it, which comes in handy. Oh man, with the clutch save there. Yeah, got all of them. Yeah, see, this just destroys bosses, which is nice. If only I could get the AI to use it consistently, though. So, what do we get for hitting the switches? We get 3 friend hearts. Simple as that. I'm actually really not a fan of this next segment because it's kind of a one and done. Kind of like the rolling part in the last dimension. This is a very one and done segment, which actually kind of irks me that you don't really get another chance if you miss something. So we have Bird on or Wing, and with this we have enough allies for the last transformation. As you actually noticed, we actually have all 4 Star Friend moves, or Star Allies moves. So last one, Friend Star. So this is stressful. Don't hold up, because there's a Friend Heart right there. It's very easy to miss by accident, from experience. Here, we have to actually destroy the meteors, because a lot of them have Friend Hearts, like this one. So if I miss anything, it will probably be in the segment. There's a Friend Heart right up here. I'm taking a hit because I'm rushing. In this next segment, there are like 3 Friend Hearts, I want to say. And I'm already missing one. So that's 2. I think I missed one. Oh well, we can come back and get it. Clean up run. I'm gonna have to be honest. Because again, I'm not really wanting to lose a life over this, because this is such a clutch one to get anyway. So I'm not like too upset that I missed it. Plus I already have the best ending, so I'm not like too upset with this. So here, flying under the stage. This was so hard to see on my first playthrough. I just saw it and I was like, wait a minute. This was one I missed on my first one. So yeah, we missed one in the meteor storm. Oh well. Easy to come back and get later. And for our troubles, we get Dream Rods, of course. I'm gonna go with Marks. That's not Marks, that's Gooey. That was a misclick. Oh well. We have 3 Dream Friends now, that's all I want. Now, this is your first opportunity to be a jerk, actually. This is your first opportunity to use jerk strats, which I will be using possibly on the final boss, to be perfectly honest. What do I mean by jerk strats? Well, Plasma's a jerk move, but also Stone. I'm actually not going to use jerk strats here. I'm going to try this with Plasma, because I think this will actually work perfectly fine. Hopefully. I might eat my words. Just a warning. Otherworldly Dark Liege Parallel Dedede. So our last parallel boss in another dimension is Dedede. Ironically, our first boss. We went backwards, I just realized. We actually, well, other than Wispy, but in terms of the other bosses, yeah, we went backwards. This is awkward. I should have gone Adeline again. Note to self, always pick Adeline as a dream friend, so she can heal you. I don't know why I didn't think of this sooner, to be honest. Seems obvious in hindsight, like, yeah, maybe healing would be a good idea. Because we're kind of getting wrecked at the moment. This is why I also recommend Stone, if you want to cheese your way through, because you can just sort of camp and let the allies do it, and if you have like Marks and Magalore and Susie, you can just have them destroy the boss, and just sit in the corner. as a stone and be invincible. If you want to just cheese your way through. For this boss, I actually want to try, so that's why I'm not using that. Also, this is a good remix, like the normal boss theme. Also, wearing out the D-pad once more, and also wearing out my thumb itself. Okay, you're throwing to the left. That's actually what I want to see. that is not what I want to see, though. And repeatedly mashing me just right where I happen to be. Thank you for moving, finally. This is bad. Yeah, this is not good. At least the allies are doing a fair amount of damage. Oh, that can hit me up there. That's bad. We're almost done, actually. We just need to survive a little bit longer. Which is not gonna happen. Okay, we lived, somehow. I would res Gooey, but I'm kind of trying to survive myself at the moment. So Gooey's just gonna have to deal with it, pretty much. I think I got him with the splash damage of the plasma shield. I'm actually very happy with that outcome, if that's what actually happened. So that was stressful. We did it. We cleared it. Missed one heart in, again, probably the meteor storm. Another painting. This one for Superstar Ultra. It's a Superstar Ultra because you have, like, Galactonite. I'm surprised you don't have Masked Deity. They just have regular Deity, which... Oh wait, Masked Deity is right behind regular Deity to the right. So yeah, and Superstar Ultra, specifically, not just regular Superstar. And there you have it. You got 100 friend hearts. The friend hearts you collected are making a difference. Now let's see what awaits in the final dimension. So we have one more dimension available to us now, which we will be tackling in the next part. So thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time for the finale of Heroes in Another Dimension, Kirby Star Allies.